Welcome back to Digest. And finally, I've got the 150th people here. I hope they're good because we've built them up to be something anyway.
Oh boy.
So Norwood 150. Gerry Miller, Mike Thornton on the committee. Now you guys are the head of subcommittees?
Subcommittees, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about what that committee is first, and then we'll.
Between us, we do reach the 150 mark, so we're in good shape there. But we're involved with the steering committee, and the steering committee is sort of the driving force behind a lot of these other subcommittees. Mm-hmm. My particular expertise has been the fundraising aspect, and we're trying to raise money so we can get the support for all the programs we plan on running the whole year round.
So what kind of things are you doing, and tell the people how they can help?
Well, we have a book. Our book it's going to be a birthday book, saying happy birthday to the town. So anybody can get an ad in there. The businesses have put ads in. Families are putting ads in. We have these all around town that the McCarthy family can put their happy birthday to the town of Norwood. And there's different levels you can sign up for it. And we've done very well with it. We've had some great success with a lot of businesses in town. We thought we were going to be, they would be a little reticent about getting involved because of the COVID and how the businesses were affected. But once we were knocked at the door, they said, we're in, we want to be part of this, which was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I mean, and just a reminder, that's why we should always, shop local and, visit our local restaurants, because they're the people we hit up when we have things like this. Yep. So, especially, during the COVID, it's our turn to pay back to them instead of always having them pay to us. So are we here mostly to talk about the sports and education events, or no? Or you want to talk about the whole thing?
I would say that without the work that Jerry's subcommittee has done raising money, these events that we'll be talking about mm-hmm. tonight wouldn't happen. And we've got literally hundreds of events lined up throughout the rest of this year and all of 2022. But the fundraising effort has been just phenomenal. And just very quickly, I'd say I heard Peter Brown's comment about not just Dedham Savings, but the other bankers. They are truly gentlemen and ladies in those organizations. They have helped us out enormously. Norwood Co-op, Bank of Canton, Dedham Savings, they've been phenomenal.
Yeah, and you could just tell the quality people, yep. That run those organizations. Yep. We're very fortunate to be served by them. So do you want to run through some of the events? What do you?
Sure.
It's up to you guys how you want to do this.
I would just kick it off, Jack, by mentioning we have an information meeting or a volunteers meeting. What is it, Jerry? November 6th? 9th. Okay. And we will be looking for volunteers. The preferential way to do that, to volunteer, would be in advance of that meeting or even that night. You could contact Chris Welch at Norwood ma150.gov, or you can go to the website www.norwoodma150.gov. There's an application form right on the website, and it's very easy to complete, and it asks you, which activities would you be interested in volunteering for? So that would be helpful if folks would be interested in helping us out, because we have a lot of events coming up that will go all through 2022.
So go ahead,
Jerry.
Jerry.
A caveat to that is that some people are a little hesitant to come involved because they thought they were going to be knocking at doors and fundraising. Well, the fundraising, for all intents and purposes, is pretty much done. So now we're going to be doing activities and programs. So that's when we need your help for the people to come forward. And this meeting on the 9th would be wonderful because we'll explain every event's coming up and say, this is how many we need for this and that and what they're going to be doing. So very informative. Yeah.
So can you give any general things, like what are some of the things people could expect to be doing if they wanted to volunteer?
Well, if you...
Like taking tickets, being an usher.
Well, the first program we're going to be doing is First Night. First Night is going to be a series of things that are my kudos to Travis Farley and Ann Haley for what they've done. But there's going to be a series of events going on for probably a 6-hour window. And we'll be needing help supporting these events, whether it just be corralling people into the area, letting them know what's going on. But Ann will have a listing. She's probably going to need about 25 to 30 people. The next event we have coming up is the gala, which would be held at the 4 Points, and that's February 23rd. And that will be, there'll be people needed to help out there, whether it be just guiding people to their tables, collecting tickets, whatever the case may be. We need help there.
And I see February 26th, is that like a combo? A
February
fundraiser and,
Yeah, February 26th is going to be, the skating club
right.
gave us the night as a means of raising some funds to support activities for the year. So that night, again, we're going to need some help that night. That's going to be a great opportunity. The Olympics is just going to be finishing. So some of these people who were either Olympians or potential Olympians will be there putting on the show for us. And we've been working with Doug, and Doug is just a great guy.
Oh, so this is a show, not, people aren't going to be skating.
Oh, no, this is going to be a show.
Okay, I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you don't want to see me skate.
No. Me neither. That was basketball, not for.
You and me both. And then we've got, I mean, just to go with, there's a celebration of language and culture in March. There's a fine arts festival, Townie Trivia Night, a veterans tribute, SCS, St. Catherine's School, I bet.
St. Catherine's, yeah.
Yeah, Norwood Elementary and Middle Schools, Veterans Day Parade, Hall of Fame weekend. And then we'll go end it all at last night.
Right. Oh, second night. We haven't figured out what we're going to call it yet.
Yep.
So there's a lot going on there. And if, again, it's info at norwoodma150.gov, or the website itself is www.norwoodma150.gov. What else do you want the people to know?
Well, one of the things we didn't bring in up there, we had an informational meeting almost 2 years ago, and we went around the room. Anybody have any ideas? And I was surprised there was such a push to bring back the scavenger hunt. So we're going to do the scavenger hunt.
You know what? I went on that. I did that a couple of days. That was a good time.
So we're going to do that October 21st of 2022, and we're going to have it at the 4 Points. So this just should be fun. So we're going to try to do that. And the board, if you look at, we have things still pending that we're looking to do. One that we're really excited about we haven't put all the pieces together, but it's called Norwood Woodstock.
Under construction.
Yeah, so we're working to do that.
That would be interesting. Maybe you could get the Mighty Bosstones there.
Well, we won't go. We won't go.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I had folks on here a couple of shows ago. They'll play Our Town. They're going to do in the cemetery.
Right.
Patty Fanning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of our program. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very
Yeah.
interesting idea.
There's a litany of things. We didn't list everything.
Right.
There's a lot of things that are pending. We got an antique car show that's coming on. We've got the police department's going to be doing a bike rodeo in April. We've got the fire department's going to do a firefighters must in August. So a lot of these things are just starting to come on. Will be on the schedule so people can see what's happening. So.
And anything? Has the airport figured out what they're going to do yet?
The airport is involved. I already talked to Mark, and they're going to be doing something probably next October down at the airport. They're involved. We've tried to involve, or at least ask every fraternal, civic, and youth group and town agency, if you want to do something, let us know.
Yeah.
So we're still, if anybody wants to do something, just let us know so we can try to slot them in the spot, so you don't have two things butting heads against
Sure.
each other, during the season.
Yeah, you don't need that competition.
No.
We also have several events that are under construction. Recognition for the many various youth sports teams that have been phenomenal over the years. One of the events that we're looking at, and it's just it's kind of a slowly developing thing, but we're looking at the recognition for the 1972 Norwood High School boys hockey team, the only time that a hockey team has been undefeated in Norwood history. And so we're looking at that. And some of that is going to happen in conjunction with the Boston Skating Club too. And then one other thing that we're considering is some kind of a recognition too for the Norwood Nuggets hockey program, which also is having a birthday of, I think they're looking at 60 years. Which is, there's so much longevity in Norwood, obviously, and so much success. We have the 1977, 1980, and 2,000 championship teams for the football team, and there's just so many. So we're looking at all of them and trying to slot them into a program or a series of events that'll be well attended and will recognize these kids who aren't kids anymore, and thank them for the great things that they did over the years.
So, Jerry, just to remind people, it's not too late to get in that book.
No, we still have some time to get into the book. It's we have a November 1st deadline, but I know that will be extended. We have to put a deadline somewhere, but it's we've had some great support on this. We're really happy with it. So.
And how, again, do I get that form?
We have them at the Civic, we have them at the library, we have them at the Town Hall.
Are they on your website?
They're on our website also, yep.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And do you guys set up for Venmo yet?
No.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah. We got credit card, but we haven't got credit card.
Yeah, you know how to spend it.
Right. One other thing, Jack, is that one of the things we've been trying to do in trying to figure out how to do this, and maybe this Norwood Woodstock might give us that the platform to do it, is there are so many people who came through these halls, the old halls, that have done very well entertainment-wise, and they've gone on, whether it be in the music, comedians, the hosts. So we're trying to bring them. We are trying to find a platform to bring them back. So this might work. This might work. Again, we're trying to put it all together.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. That'll be a logistical nightmare, but it will be worth it if you're able to pull it off, I think.
Yeah. If I could, Jack, just last, from my point of view, all the things we talked about, these aren't just everything we're going to do. If anybody has any ideas or want to get involved, remember that November 9th meeting, 7 o'clock at the Senior Center, that's the time to come down. We're still taking ideas and we're looking for some support and some help, and it's an exciting time. Again, no more fundraising, so this is all the fun part.
Yeah, I agreed. All right.
Just one last thing about the schools, Jack, is whether it's the middle school, the elementary school, St. Catherine's School with the rich history of that school in the town of Norwood. Each school is a product of its own neighborhood. It's a reflection of its own culture, and each one of those schools is planning to do something between June 14th and June 16th is the time frame in 2022. And we're inviting people, come down, check out those individual schools and help them celebrate what they do.
Great. Okay. Well, thanks for being with us. And don't forget that November 9th, 7 o'clock, Senior Center. If you want to get involved, show up, sign something, and listen, hear the thing that's going to say, yeah, that's where I want to participate. Yep. So, try to do that. Thank you guys for being with us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack.
Well, that wraps up another edition of Norwood Digest. We thank the great crew here at Norwood Community Media. We thank the great guests we've had today. And most of all, we thank you at home for allowing us into your living rooms. Good day and keep safe.